anymore. Some stay the same, just never ever change up. Some stay the same, just never ever change up. Some stay the same, just never ever change up. Never switch the game up, never switch the play up. Stuck in that first quarter, never known order, unless it was a court order. Now you point the finger at your father, cause he never bothered, he never took time to know you. He never bothered, he never took time to know you. He never bothered, he never took time to know you. You never known him, maybe you known him, maybe he was there the whole time in your corner. Damn. Relationships now these days sound like a random replay, but who gives a damn now these days? Will they acknowledge their own iniquity to turn away their captivity? They don't know their captivity. I'ma return to my place until they acknowledge all of their offenses. Now meditate on that a minute. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. The West revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. The West revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We listen. We should've listened. Depending on the nation that cannot save us. Depending on the nation that cannot save us. Depending on the nation that cannot save us. Trusting in the shadows those who hate us. Yeah, you are a nation inside a nation. The promises for you that you're gonna take, you keep you away from it. That old covenant cherubim can't keep the righteous away from him. You know what I'm saying when I say him? The God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. Ain't no point of faking. We the Israelites, boy, quit playing. I ain't from the know ya, but I got a story right out the Torah. Keep it 100, no sugar coated, straight out that boiler. You need to know this. Why you don't know this? You need to know this. Why you don't know this? Cause you in the club on the weekends, getting money from free bands, going around with the heathens, blowing out with the wee heads. You must not know you a king yet. I'm all about order, so don't get it twisted. You out here, I'm all about order, so don't get it twisted. You out here, I'm all about order, so don't get it twisted. You out here, losing. Homie, you act like winning, winning. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. Them questions revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. Them questions revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened, we should've listened.
We are the children of the captivity, see our condition. We are the children of the captivity, see our condition. We are the children of the captivity, see our condition. Look how we living. Look at our men and our women and children. We gotta quit sinning. Get in the spirit to get out your feeling. We on a mission. See the great army, the kingdom's division. Brothers and sisters, let's go. That's what we've been waiting for. Drop everything and let's go. Boom, boom, break the down of your bone. Don't you know you are like gold? This ain't the land of ours, don't you wanna go home? Sing a new song from slave ships to spaceships. From building nations to our home. Look, I'm grown. Put that childishness where it belongs. Or stay with the children at home. Rumors and kingdoms and thrones. They couple women and stones. Family gold. Ball again, let's get it on. The kingdom's within you, we got it all to build our own. Or make them build it up for us. CIP family hustle, we all should be on. Go.
We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. Them customers revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. And I can live. Them princes revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened. so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we... It's been a long day, I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. It might just take a few. Hey. It's been a long day. I woke up in the building, bad as children in the hallway. They tryna catch a feeling, but they dealing with the wrong things. They say I'm acting different, cause I don't wanna be a zombie. Hey, them demons feeling froggy and they leaving. If you ain't tryna see the kingdom, then why you breathing? Ain't got no time for the fussing and the tweeting. Pray I don't fall, cause I seen them battles tweet. It's been a long day, I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. It might just take a few. It's been a long day, I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. It might just take a few. Hey, it's been a long day for me. Hey, it's been a long day for me. Hey, it's been a long day for me. Got my line, We've been down so long, it's time to get back up. If adjustment falls, he gon' get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up. Get back up, 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 get back up.
Welcome to Four Corners News. Right where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar to my left. And to his left.
Officer Daniel.
And to his left. And to his left.
Officer Bajiel.
And we make up Four Corners News. I hope that was all of us. Tap your mic.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. All praise. He didn't turn it on? Lord bless your heart, man. Damn, user error. One day we gonna be professional, y'all. Y'all just bear with us. We gonna be a professional news.
That's right.
All right, welcome to Four Corners News. Where we bring you news from all over the earth, out of the Bible, showing you that the Bible is a true book. All right. So let's get straight into the quick news of the week. Let's pull it up. Read that for us, officer.
From Newsbreak, Germany to pay Holocaust survivors over $1 billion in reparations. Here's where the money will go.
Now read that one more again, because it don't sound right if you are under the curses of God from breaking the commandments. Read that again.
Germany to pay Holocaust survivors over $1 billion in reparations. Here's where the money will go.
So something ain't adding up, man. It's not adding up because God placed curses upon the ancient Israelites that are still in effect to this day. Still in effect. And you know how it's more in effect for them, the Jewish people? They don't even believe in a Messiah. So Christ couldn't have lifted the curses from off of them.
Damn.
So how they getting $1 billion in reparations and money and all of this stuff? Let's go to the main points in the article and see what it's talking about.
The youngest Holocaust survivors are now in their late 70s, and the challenges that come with aging means their needs have never been greater. That's why the Conference on Jewish Material Claims Against Germany has agreed with the German Federal Ministry of Finance to provide $1.4 billion in direct compensation.
Wow, keep going. Look at this.
Social welfare services for survivors across the globe.
Go ahead.
The agreement will bring the overall compensation that Germany has paid in Holocaust reparations to over $81 billion.
How much in reparations have they got?
$81 billion.
$81 billion. And Negroes that went through 400, well, still in slavery.
There you go. Yeah. Don't skip that.
Still in slavery to this day. ain't never got a damn 40 acres. We ain't never got a mule to plow the 40 acres. All we get is damn rap music.
A concert at the White House.
Concert at the White House.
Concert at the White House.
And the right to vote for the next oppressor.
Right.
Damn.
Hey, Cap, you know the crazy thing about the article? It says right there on the top, it says,
drop it real quick.
Meanwhile, their need has never been greater.
Oh, yeah,
I've seen Jewish communities.
Right.
And
we drive through them like almost every day.
Right. I don't think they need anything. I mean, come on. They got their own police force. They got their own hospitals. They have their own ambulances. How much more do they need?
They got their own Avengers.
Right.
Yeah.
You got their own Avengers.
Yeah, they make movies about it. It's a movie or a TV show that came out on Netflix where Al Pacino's the main character. It's on Prime.
Hunted.
It's called Hunted?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a hell of a name right
so
there.
They got their own superhero.
To hunt down their enemies.
Damn. Was that armed during the so-called Holocaust?
Yeah.
So they got the, that's what the whole series. They got their own series.
Let's go back to that and read the rest of that. Go back to it. Read that next paragraph at the bottom.
More than 128,000 Holocaust survivors will receive annual payments for the next 4 years of $1,370 per person for 2024. $1,424 for 2025, $1,479 for 2026, and $1,534 for 2027.
That's most of our damn mortgage or rent payments, whatever it is, right there. So they great live rent mortgage free for the next. Well, it ain't even going to be for the next 3-4 years. That's a continuation of the money that they already get.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep reading.
The agreement also provides tens of millions for Holocaust education.
Holocaust what?
Education.
More movies. More movies to make you feel sorry for the 4 years that something happened to them. We're not negating it didn't happen, but they're going to pump more money into the world to make sure you know something happened to them. And then on the back end of that, niggas ain't gonna get a dime in it. You're gonna have to. We're gonna have to write a high school report on that. And put it into what did they used to call it? Our English portfolio to graduate out of high school. We're gonna have to do a report on the Holocaust.
We're gonna have Taylor Swift playing Anne Frank. She's gonna be the new Anne Frank. I bet you. I'm telling you straight up.
Hey, you know what that keeps reiterating in our people's mind is that white blood is better than black. It's heavier than black blood, or so-called black people's blood. Meaning, any little thing that happens to them, it's gonna be magnified. But anything that happens,
swept under the rug. Yep. Give me that in Deuteronomy chapter 28. You like that pickup, right? Deuteronomy 28 and verse, I want you to read verse 31 because it ain't adding up. Go ahead, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 31.
Yep.
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face.
It shall be taken away from thee, your goods, your livelihood. Read on.
And shall not be restored to thee.
Shall not what?
Be restored to thee.
Now pull up the next point in that article real quick. I just want the first 2 words. Pull it up. Read that.
The reparations.
Stop. The reparations. Read that in verse 31. And shall what?
Thine ass shall be violently taken.
Shall not
eat thereof.
Oh gosh. And shall not be restored thee. Bless Wolverhampton's heart. Bless his heart. There should be, if you are under the curses of God, if you're the true Israelites of the Bible, it's no way that you should be getting $81 billion of reparations. God said it won't be restored what was taken from you. They restored it to them. More proof that they are not the people of the book.
That's right.
Hey, also in the quick news, a few weeks ago, a major thing happened down here in Florida. A black woman was killed by a Sheetamite. Let's pull it up and see what happened to her in the aftermath. Let's pull it up.
Let's go.
Hey, y'all still got that technical difficulty?
They're over here
thumbnail?
listening to the damn show. You are not a viewer. You're a part of the show, technically. Read it.
By CBS News. Florida woman who shot black neighbor through door won't face murder charges.
Read it again for him.
Florida woman who shot black neighbor through door won't face murder charges.
Won't face murder charges. Let's go to the article. Let's scroll down on that thing. Okay, go ahead.
A Florida state attorney declined to pursue murder charges against a white woman accused of fatally shooting her black neighbor through a door.
A state attorney declined to pursue. They declined, and now we ain't even going to do it. Jump down to the second paragraph.
State Attorney William Gladson said his office determined there was insufficient evidence to file a murder charge against Lawrence.
Go ahead. It's insufficient evidence, although it was stated in this case that black woman and this white lady have had verbal disputes before over this black woman's kids playing in the yard. Right. It was already established. Go ahead.
Charging Lawrence with murder would require prosecutors to provide evidence.
Evidence of what?
Of hatred.
Oh, they ain't got no hate. A white woman shoots a black woman through a door. They ain't got no evidence that's hatred.
What if it's just murder?
Right. What if it's just murder? Keep going.
Spite,
ill
will.
She didn't have no ill will from killing this black lady.
Wow.
Keep reading.
Or evil intent.
It was no evil intent to shoot a damn bullet through a door. That's crazy.
She can't argue self-defense. She can't because she is behind a door. She is protected.
Right.
Yeah, that's
excellent
so
point.
That's window. Stand your ground laws. Window.
But there wasn't no evil intent behind that. There was no hatred at all for her shoot. This is the crazy ass world that we live in. We are a people that are constantly fighting for equal rights here in this place to our historical oppressor, which is white folk. And a white woman shoots a black woman through a door.
That's right.
And there's never been any hatred between black and white people.
Right.
So we can't say that she shot her out of hatred. What the hell is going on around here? I'll tell you what it is. Let's get it real quick.
Bring it out.
There you go.
Isaiah 59 verse 9. Let's read that real quick, man. They cannot prove any hatred.
Yeah, so she shot her out of love.
Out of love.
Come on now, dog.
Oh man, I don't know who this is walking up to my door
Let me
right
just
here.
shoot him. Let me give him a
Bow.
love tap.
Boy, ain't no way.
Love bullet.
Oh, it's a robber. Broad daylight that she shot her, y'all. It's broad daylight. It wasn't night. She wasn't creeping through the window or nothing. She looked through the peephole and saw her black face and shot her. And the state attorney said, we can't prove murder. We're just manslaughter is good enough. What's wrong with you? Wow, man. That's Florida for you, man. Isaiah 59 verse 9.
Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 9.
Yep, read quick.
Therefore is judgment far from us.
Judgment is far from us.
Neither doth judgment overtake us.
No, read it again.
Neither doth justice overtake us.
Justice don't overtake us. We don't get it. Although they charge you that white woman with manslaughter, which is technically a crime, it is not the crime that she should actually be charged for.
Right.
She's being charged with manslaughter because she's an old white lady in Florida where they come down here to retire, and if they charged her for murder, she won't get out in time to be alive to enjoy the rest of her retirement in Florida.
Damn. That's crazy.
Let's just call it manslaughter.
Because with manslaughter, she could be at home.
Right.
Probation time.
Yeah, probation with an ankle monitor.
There you go.
Damn, keep reading on that.
We wait for light, but behold obscurity. For brightness, but we walk in darkness.
Read on.
We grope for the wall like the blind, and we grope as if we had no eyes. We stumble at noonday as in the night. We are in desolate places as dead men.
We are in what?
Desolate places as dead men.
America is a desolate place, and we are dead men here and dead women, as you see. This is for you sisters. Wake up call. For you think that these white folk love you out here because you bend over and show your ass and shake your weave in their face, they will shoot your ass. And then your kids will be motherless, and the white person that killed you will get off with manslaughter.
Hey, Cap, one thing too, we got to think about the process that it takes for you to kind of shoot somebody. That means you have to see somebody, or if let's just say, for instance, you hear noise at the door, you got to go see who it is, and you got to determine that's a threat.
Yes.
Then you got to go back to wherever your gun is, and if you have a gun safe, you're going to have to put in the code, grab your gun and then assess the situation again. If my life is in danger, then
good point. Hey, Northern Kingdom Princess makes a good statement there. Observation is only manslaughter if it was an accident.
Right.
It was no accident. She picked up her gun and
go.
shot through the closed door.
that's premeditated
That's
murder.
premeditated.
Pre-med.
That's murder at least.
Murder.
It's murder. Read verse 11.
Sure, murder.
Verse 11. We roar all like bears.
We all go march. We know we go. That's what us roaring like bear. I am a man. Black Lives Matter. Go ahead.
And mourn sore like doves.
We crying. Go ahead.
We look for judgment, but there is none.
There's what?
There is none.
There is no judgment. Go ahead.
For salvation, but it is far off from us.
There is no true judgment here in Babylon the Great because it's not our rest. God let things like that happen so we can always keep our spiritual eyes open. We can never fall asleep and never trust our enemies.
That's
always
right.
pray for the Lord to come back and exact true judgment and vengeance on these people and take us the hell up away from them so we can have some peace. So our kids can grow up with their mothers. Damn, they killing the mothers and then they putting the man in jail, destroying the generation of children to come.
Boy, ain't no way.
All right. Also in the quick news, we know about the wildfires and how New York looked. Let's pull it up, man. Read it for him.
From CNN. More than a third of the U.S. population from the Midwest to the East Coast under air quality alerts from Canadian wildfire smoke.
Now, that's a very important news to know. People that have, asthma, breathing problems.
Issues,
If you are in the Midwest to East Coast areas, you want to be on the lookout for that. Make sure you are checking the weather before you go out, the air quality, because it can affect you. All right, let's see if we can scroll down on that to see the actual areas that are affected. Let's scroll down next paragraph right there.
Over 120 million people are under the alert and some of the worst air quality, which is classified as very unhealthy.
Okay, go ahead.
Is centered over the Chicago.
So people in Chicago with asthma, watch out for that, and breathing problems. You know, have some of our people maybe on breathing machines as well. Go ahead.
Cleveland, Detroit, and Indianapolis metro areas.
Okay, keep going.
Some improvement in the air quality is expected on Thursday, particularly over the Great Lakes area where rain and storms will help cleanse the air.
Okay, all right. So that's going on in the news. Like I said, if you got breathing problems or you're on breathing machines and things of that nature, you may want to watch out for that. The air is bad in New York. Was it a few weeks ago?
Right, that thing was orange.
It was orange. If we can see if we can pull it up.
That was no wildfire,
Google.
y'all.
Yeah, Canada. No wildfire.
He said it was a wildfire,
New York air quality, New York bad air, whatever it is. Let's pull it up and see that, because it looked like the walking images of the Walking Dead and stuff like that. Where, yeah, there you go. That was New York just a few weeks ago.
No.
And that was from Canada too, right?
Yeah, so they say it was from Canada.
Yeah, they say it was from Canada. So that's how it looked in New York just a few weeks ago. Now it's now over Chicago, Indianapolis.
Right.
So be on the lookout for that if you got asthma. It can affect you. Now, here's the crazy thing about it. You wonder where in the hell did all of this stuff come from, and the wildfires and New York looking like that? Can you pull up the next article? Read that.
Burning down
barriers.
Female firefighter conference causes out of control forest fire.
The reason why damn people about to die from a smoke inhalation is damn women trying to be firefighters in Canada.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Yeah, you take a player.
Boy,
Yeah,
no way.
read it, keep reading.
Fires are winning.
Training exercise aims to build allies by showcasing value of gender diversity and inclusion.
You wonder where all that damn smoke came from Canada?
Bruh.
Women.
This is crazy.
Scroll down. Yeah, keep going.
Gab,
right there.
only-
What happened? Go
What
ahead. What
happened?
you say, officer?
I said there's only one place a woman could turn on fire and not burn everything.
What was that?
The kitchen.
Go ahead. Pull it up.
I knew it was coming.
Read that.
What happened? Female firefighters taking part in a Women in Fire training exchange program. intended to promote mental health and gender diversity and inclusion.
What the hell does being a firefighter got to do with mental health?
So
All right.
burning things up now is what? Is it therapy now? What's going on?
It helps you out mentally.
Jump down to what they're saying. What they're saying.
What they're saying. Days before the conference, local news outlets were celebrating the Women's Fire Conference for its efforts to break down barriers in a male-dominated industry. The 12-day training program was described as an opportunity to engage participants of all different genders, ethnic and racial backgrounds to explore the growing role of women in fire management.
All right, scroll down some more. Let's see if it's anything else on that. Oh, right there. Hold on. Let's see. What did Smokey the Bear say?
Remember, only men can prevent forest fires.
I like that.
Shout out to Smokey.
Shout out to Smokey the Bear, man. He got some damn sense.
There you go.
So basically, to sum it up, all it is just because men do it, they want to prove that they can do it.
Yes, they did. They want to prove it, and now the damn all of America and our people in northern cities about to die from smoking. And they look like damn Walking Dead in New York. Because they can't damn hold the hose and put out the damn fires.
Too much pressure
in Canada, man.
Are they being brought up on charges because of this?
They should be.
They should be.
They should be.
They covered by the Training Act.
All right, hey, so into the top stories, man. It's been heard across America, at least, that it's been some trouble in Chicago, like it always is. Chirac. But this time it was between a man and a woman and a 14-year-old son. Let's pull up the article here, and let's read that for him.
From NBC Chicago. Women charged with murder after allegedly telling 14-year-old son to shoot man during fight.
So the woman was the mother of this 14-year-old son. She told him to shoot him. That's what is being said, right? So let's pull up the video of the man and the woman disagreement or the altercation going on between both of them, all right? If you haven't seen this, brace yourself. It may bring back some memories if you was in this type of lifestyle. But we got to bring it out and speak the truth on it. Go ahead. Yeah, we can't hear it.
This video has no sound.
No, the video does have sound. Click the. I hear it all. I've heard it all the time. Just run it back. Something. Somebody fix something. Lord, come on.
No sound. Go down.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let the almighty iPhone damn help the tech team out here. Good.
There you go. Officer Dan, you all right over there? Oh, okay.
Pull up the video. Pull up the video.
Oh my grandma, say one thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Look at this.
Say one thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Hold on. Let me play it again. Let's sink it. Let's sink it.
Get your food. Who? Get in the car? Hey. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
So that's him fighting the woman right there. He's swinging on her like a what? Now we can pause it. Then you hear the gunshot at the end. Now, it's a few things that you can draw out from this. Now, one thing is that that being as strong as a man, and I don't need no man, man can't tell me nothing. That persona that black women have portrayed to the world for so long, whether it was out of need or that's how you felt. It has come to a head where now men are treating you like man. They are squaring up with you like man for the words that are coming out of your mouth. We don't know what happened before that, but we know that to get to that point, for a man to do those things to a woman is that he does not see her as dainty, as the scriptures say, or delicate anymore.
We cap just in her verbiage. You already know how our women, their mouth is fire, right? And then when they begin to open their mouth, they don't know. You know, men, we process things different.
Yeah.
Okay, but those men that don't have the covering of the laws of God, you talking to a demon now.
Well, Christ actually what did he call them? He said they're wolves.
They're wolves. There you go.
They're right. We are sheep of those that are repentant, and we are amongst wolves. So that is what you see right there. He hauled off on a 3-4 times. He was swinging on it. Go ahead, officer.
You know,
see if y'all can actually find the video.
I heard somebody
tech team.
Made a
Please,
good point from UK, right? He said if a brother have an argument with a big brother, like somebody bigger than him, he knows. Wait a minute, this dude is stronger than me.
Yeah, he evaluates.
He could slam me. Let me slow down. Let me calm down.
Right.
Women can't see that. They don't understand that. Like that's what should go through your head. This man is stronger than me. Let me just shut my mouth and walk away.
But you know what it is? It goes back into the thought of women. They can't accept accountability. America has always had their back. The white man has always had their back. So that's why they could run a big mouth and not feel no consequences from it.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying the man hitting the woman is right, but then again,
no.
You gotta walk away.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just with that alone about that indoctrination, because that's what the captain's going over. How our sisters have been taught that, okay, men are not gonna toe up with you, or step up with you and stuff like that, because you're a woman and you're supposed to be treated this way. So what they do is they use that to their advantage, and they put on that masculine spirit.
There you go.
And then they chest bump that man until he get to this point, because the brother don't got the spirit of Christ in him.
Yeah.
Let me get a script. Get Proverbs 15 and 1 real quick. Okay, because this is proper etiquette. Proper etiquette, especially in encounter how a woman should encounter with a man.
Right.
You find it in the scriptures over and over. Read that real quick.
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath.
Soft answer turn away wrath. Go ahead.
But grievous words stir up anger.
There you go. Grievous words stirred up anger.
Yep.
We don't know the mindset of any person that we encounter. So anything could trigger that person, especially, again, when they not, been digesting the commandments of God.
Right.
Anything could trigger that demon. And next thing you know, we could go on with the story to see what happened.
Yeah,
right?
Let's see. They got the video. Pull it up.
Get your food. Who? Get in the car. Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Talking about what?
Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Now I'm telling you this right now that we ain't condoning that. That shit's crazy right there. That's just shouldn't happen at all. I'm telling you that right now. If you are a man that the words take you to that level of where you are full-fledged, 5-knuckle, bare knuckles, cock back swinging on a woman, knowing that you've got way more strength than her, then that's a poor excuse for a man. Whatever the words are, whatever it might be, it ain't to the point where you do that
knuckle
over,
up on a woman.
Knuckle up over, man. 3-4 times. Them was heavy
blows.
Heavyweight
he leaned
blows
into it
right there, man.
He leaned into it.
But it really goes into that we as men, we have lost the sense of how to control ourselves, our emotions, and women not knowing how to conduct themselves around men that are violent. Clearly, that man was violent, and that man don't know how to conduct himself of a woman that is loud-mouthed and obnoxious, like the scriptures talk about. It shouldn't even get to that point if we apply what Christ said, where we love our neighbor as ourselves. Right? It wouldn't get to that point, because the scripture tells us to be not a striker. Right? That's why the Bible's so important. And a lot of people want to take fault at us, niggas standing on the corner yelling at people. Well, that's the reason why we stand on the corner and we yell at our people, Bible scriptures, hoping that they might listen to the words of God, so it does not get to that point between us as a people. We're supposed to love one another. And this is another thing that you got to take from the video. Pull it back up. Let me show you something here. Go ahead. Let it play, whatever, if you can. During this altercation, as you can see, stop right there. There's an old man right there.
Right there.
There's an old man standing right there. and it's at least 3 or 4 people in this small shop right here.
Right.
And let it play, and I want you to see if we hear anything. I can't hear it, man. Where we at, y'all? Come on.
Hey, get your food. Get your food.
Pause it. You don't hear nobody in the background say, hey, man, come on, y'all. So let's stop it, y'all. Come on now. We people, man. We should be doing that. We brothers and sisters out here, man. We got a common enemy, man. Come on, y'all. Calm down, man. We don't need that. We don't need that kind of news on us in Chicago. Come on, y'all, stop it. What do we do as a people? Somebody got the damn phone out recording.
There you go. No voice of reason and
None.
nothing.
You got to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
There's no voice of reason. No man that stepped up like, hey, come on, man, just leave it alone. Just let it be, man. Sister, be quiet. Just be quiet. So just let him do his thing. Brother, don't pay no attention. Nobody.
Come on,
Nobody
man.
stepped up to say anything of wisdom in that situation. All we got out is a phone to record it. So if something do happen, we're going to get clicks and views and likes and people paying us for the video themselves. Go to Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. This is what it all goes back to. You got it. That's one thing nobody paid attention. Nobody stepped in to help anybody calm down and let cooler heads prevail. Hosea 4 and 1.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
He got a problem. Go ahead.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
There was no mercy between each other. Go ahead.
By swearing and lying, and killing.
And what?
And killing, and stealing, and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood.
Blood touches blood. God got a problem with us the way we conduct ourselves as men and as women, where we square up on women and haul off and hit them with 3-4 solid shots, trying to knock her out. And a woman that doesn't know how to conduct herself between a man that is clearly showing aggression. Now, I'm not saying she's at fault because we don't know what happened before that.
Right.
We just know she's talking to him. But at one point, you got to understand, you got to perceive the threat that is in front of your face. That man's clearly upset and he's violent. You live in Chicago.
Right.
You would think with all those bodies that's been dropping and you live it right there in the middle and you in the middle of a conflict. Come on now. Stop.
And
now, go ahead, officer.
And this is one thing that we're not really talking about is the 14-year-old kid has a weapon.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that from what's being said, the mother told him to go to the car. And let's go through the rest of those things because it was a charge. Go to the other images there. So the charges was dropped. That's the mother. It doesn't look like it. Damn it, boy! I tell y'all black women, shoot, I'll show them change. And that's the son right there. But the charges was dropped against the mother and son in the deadly Chicago restaurant shooting. Let's go to the other image and get some detail on it. Go ahead.
And what's the word TV? Prosecutors have dropped all charges against #Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son in the shooting death of a 32-year-old #Jeremy Brown, citing a further review of evidence in the case. Cell phone video shows Brown punching Hood 3 times before the shooting.
There was actually 4. Go ahead.
According to the state's attorney's office, in light of emerging evidence, the attorney's office has dismissed the charges against Carlisha Hood and her son. The office said that the evidence and law were unable to meet the burden of proof in the prosecution of the cases. #Chicago.
There you go. So the that was dropped, no proof, this, that, or the other. So we got to get to that point where we actually are applying the scriptures to where we as men learn to conduct ourselves emotionally like man, where we actually use rationale. But we've grown up on a generation where that fathers have not raised their sons, but other kids that are around them have raised themselves, especially in Chicago. All right, and that's why you see men acting like that and women acting like that towards men. There's no manners towards each other. There's no being cordial towards each other. There's no love one for another. We see each other as the enemy. That's exactly what we saw, to the point where a 14-year-old boy had to defend his mother. He defended his mother and shot him, and from what we know, he shot him once. chased him down, and shot him again.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That's exactly what happened. It should never get to that point. Should never get to that point. Now, I want you to pull up the video of what a gun instructor, a black gun instructor, said about the situation from his professional perspective. Play that.
If your son wasn't supposed to have access to the gun, but he had access to the gun and y'all went to training together and y'all continuously get training, could you see this being a tactic? Him come into the other door while mama's engaged in that. Hey, mama, let's go. Hey, not today, sir. Not today.
I think that would have been
Back up. Back up. Mama, let's go. Let me ask you this question. How many black mothers would submit to the authority of their sons to save their life?
Pause it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Very good point.
How many black mothers would let rationale prevail?
There we go.
Of a son that was actually cool, calm, trained in the area of holding a gun or holding a firearm, and actually listen to him.
Right.
So let's see what he says going forward. Go ahead.
If I was trained, and as you told me, I probably would have submitted. But as now I'm not that trained, I wouldn't. I'd be like, I'm the
Pause
mama.
it. Do you see what that says?
You all right, tech
Damn.
team. Right on time.
I'm the mama.
I'm the mama.
Bruh.
What is that? What is that saying? What is that saying?
The hell is
That's
this?
showing you that in situations where there is life and death, an argument with a grown-ass, violent, aggressive-looking man, women act on emotions.
You don't care about reasoning.
I'm the mama.
Reason goes out the door.
Yeah.
I'm the mama. Go ahead, Kevin.
I like what you said. That could have been easily deferred. That problem could have been stopped just like how he just showed you. Because remember, for him to have that firearm, he has to be what? Licensed with a permit, right? Because he didn't go to jail for it or nothing. I don't know the rules and regulations in Chicago, but easily, just like how he stared at the door, showed his gun. Hey, calm down, stay over there. Mom, let's go. That could have killed it right there. Multiple lives saved. That man's life could have been saved if that was to happen.
But you know why also the mother, like moms don't think? Like if the son killed a dude, if the gang members, whoever, family, friends want to retaliate, they know how he look like. They know where to find him. You understand? Like you got to think about that stuff. You don't just take action. You don't just get your pride take over and not thinking about your actions, so it won't affect your life for the rest of your life.
Now her son probably got a target on his back.
You never know. You never know these things.
Yeah, more than likely they're gonna have to move out.
They gotta
move out of that
Chicago for their family retaliate. Because we as a people, we don't practice what it says. Give me that Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Because that man that was killed, he was survived for what we know by his mother and his other family members. We don't know who else that he may have.
There you go.
But this needs to be practiced. Leviticus 19, 17, 18.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
That's it right there. Go ahead.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So that's how you put an end to the killings, is that we don't bear grudges one against another. What can happen to that 14-year-old boy if he stays there? Grudges can possibly come from the family. In the Bible, we had cities of refuge where you would go and you would move up out of the city that you lived in and go to that place until cooler heads prevailed, all right? Go back to that video of the gun instructor.
Okay, can we, how is that likely? You see what I'm saying? So here we go. No disrespect, but let's talk objective facts where it is. Since in our community, black women are seen to be the heads of most of the households. Can you submit to the authority of your trained son who's telling you, or even untrained, but I'll say trained because I got a lot of little kids that follow me on social media. So if a lot of little kids follow me on social media and they see me teaching this as an option, hey, sir, not today. Mama, let's go. Run. How many black mamas would have sat there? Boy, if you don't put that goddamn gun down there, I'm gonna fuck. I didn't cheat. Now you getting in the way of your son trying to help you.
Listen.
You see what I'm saying? Here we go.
Listen.
Her son came to that door to help her.
Pause it.
There you go.
This is what's not being said. What happened before? Her son came to the door and told her, "Let's go, mama. Come on."
There you go.
Bring it out.
Her and she told. Let it play.
Told him, go get in the car.
Pause it.
Wow.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Pride.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Pride kicked in.
She told him go to the car.
There you go.
And when he went to the car to protect his mama, what did he
Come
do?
on now, dog.
He got the gun that was
Because
in
it
the car.
escalated to the point.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Good.
Can I get a script?
Yeah, Harold.
Sirach 28, read verse 8.
Bring
Real
it
quick.
out.
See, this is why Cap was bringing out a lot of things need to be implemented in our community to avoid these situations. Read that.
Sirach chapter 28 and verse 8. Abstain from strife, and thou shalt diminish thy sins.
If you abstain from strife, you can avoid a lot of mistakes or sins that can happen. Sins like murder, sins like grudges, things that come out of situations like this. Those are all things that can fester out of this one situation that could have been avoided from abstaining from that strife. Go ahead.
For a furious man will kindle strife.
You see that? God says if you be amongst furious men, strife can come out of it. And you have to be mindful of those situations, like how Cap mentioned before. And sometimes you got to refrain yourself from it. You say, you know what? I know this dude right here. I know he got a problem. I see he's upset. Let me just walk away. Like how her son said, "Mom, let's go."
And I like the part where it says abstain from strife. I mean, don't be ruled by your emotions, because dealing with that son, because the mama is so bent on the emotions, she is now subjugated her son to a life of being a murderer. Now, in his mind, your brain is still developing. Now, it's either one or two things. It's either murder it becomes nothing to you now, and then you become a monster, or Lord's will, he repents, he gets on the right path, and
I mean, even if it's in self-defense, but he still had to take somebody's life.
Right.
Yeah, but you got y'all talking about like these kids is kids.
There you go.
These boys is monsters nowadays.
boys
You don't know how
monsters.
his process was.
Right.
Go back to the video. Y'all better stop giving these little boys credit.
Once he got the thumbs up from
Monsters.
mama, it was game over.
Yeah, well, I don't know how
Okay.
he is, but I'm just talking
Yeah,
about
game
kids
over.
in general
I don't
today.
know.
They monsters. They don't think of death like y'all. Y'all giving them too much damn benefit of the doubt. I don't trust none of these little monsters.
So I know without him even showing the gun, if she wouldn't let him even stand in the door, if he would have did this, mama, let's go. She'd have been trying to talk to him and discipline him instead of submitting to the will of her son to save her ass.
Damn. Happy point right there, babe. Now, this is the thing. This is now, he mentioned that. Now, we have a history of black women not wanting to submit to their husbands or to their sons that have became into a position of using rationale. I can help you. I can save you, my boy. I'm your mama.
your
You better
mama.
stop eating that pork chop. It's gonna kill you, mom. You gonna have boy. I raised you on pork chop. You know, we've all heard, especially if you're in an Israelite family. You heard that. I brought you in. I can take you out.
Yeah.
Women, you want to be in control and power and stuff like that, and you want men to submit to you. This is what you've been getting. Pull up that video of this crazy woman. I don't. I've saw it on Facebook before, but I never thought of. But it fits perfect right now. Pull up the video and show what she said about man submitting to women.
Woman should be the dominant, and a man should be the submissive. That's
yes, because y'all follow commands. You go do. You go do. And she gonna tell you what to do. Because here's the thing. If y'all
Now in that, using her logic with her son, she told her son, go do this, that, and the other, right? He submitted to her, went to the car and got a gun and came back and shot a man. If she would have listened to her son, she would have left the place.
There you go.
There wouldn't have been somebody there.
Right.
Sure, it would have been an argument and a disagreement,
Right.
but she wouldn't have got punched. A man would have still been alive,
Right.
and that everybody would live to see another day and could have possibly repented.
Yeah.
But in her mind, that a man should be doing what women tell them to do, and we just see what happened when a woman
There you go.
tell them what to do. Let it keep playing though.
Oh, don't have somebody telling y'all what to do. Y'all are going to be reckless.
Pause it. Did the
The
mama
evidence
just
show.
tell?
The evidence show is vice versa.
Hey, Cap.
Y'all need to be told what to do so somebody can live. Damn it.
Damn it.
Just to shut down this argument, you know how many men are in jail because of a woman?
Oh, oh yeah.
They are
Somebody need
murderers,
to tell
and
her
they
that.
never.
Come
Tell her
on,
that.
man.
Tell her
She know better. She know better.
Yeah,
Go
she
ahead,
know
let it
better.
play. Go ahead.
Y'all are going to be reckless. And so women are divorcing y'all in these relationships because they are allowing you to quote unquote lead, and they're being submissive. And since y'all can't lead yourself, y'all leading her into the ground. So here's the thing. The natural order is for the feminine to be the leader.
She's cracked out.
If you give to the feminine,
Look at her eyes.
right,
Long ass
the
eyelash.
feminine is always going to regenerate life, and everybody's going to be taken care of. Y'all are territorial. Y'all just want the image of leadership. You just want to be out in front. I'm the leader, but
Hey,
all of the responsibility is.
Pause it.
So as long as you got the image of leadership, you know, you can come home from hard day's work and your wife can tell you, hey, nigga, take off your shoes when you enter your house.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Take off your shoes when you enter your house.
Ain't no way,
Sit down
boy.
so I can give you something to eat.
Right.
Come on now, dog.
And go to bed when I take you.
What she's saying is very, very dangerous. And a lot of simp brothers fall into that trap there. Because women like this, they encourage and build up other demon women just like that. And they tell them, embolden them, yeah, if he's not willing to bend over and submit to you, then you need to go ahead and find another sucker. That's what happened. So that doctrine she pushing right there, that's one of them what we read in Revelations, the daughters of Jezebel. There we go. That's it right there.
Jezebel.
Full effect. That's one of the scholars of that crap. Right there. Look at her crazy ass gaze.
That's Egyptology right there.
That's the reason
white
why
woman hair.
That's the reason why they got so much that high body count, because brothers ain't putting up with that mess.
But you know what's the crazy part? Society doesn't even show you that.
Right.
The whole system, the whole way we live is ran by men.
Yeah, exactly right. Except the black man, the black woman wants to rule over us. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12, and then I want Isaiah chapter 9. Let's put it together, precept upon precept. Read that.
Go.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Women rule over them. Go ahead.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
So when you're led by a woman as a man, you are erring. Go ahead.
And destroy the way of thy paths.
And destroy your steps. They destroy your footsteps. You don't know where to go. Isaiah chapter 9, and I want you to read verse 16.
Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err.
It would be women. We just read that in Isaiah 3, right? That would be the women in the black community. Read.
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
You're destroyed. If you follow that mentality as a man, you're going to be destroyed. Hey, if you even follow that as a woman, your ass is going to be destroyed because you are not in your divine order that God made you in. You're going to have yeast infections all over the place. Right. All right. Go back to the video. Go back to it. Let it play.
It's actually on the woman. The leader takes the majority of the responsibility. If women allow men, which means she submit, all right, and allow him to lead, she don't have no control over what he's going to do. She's steady submitting to him. Women have to change their minds and realize that they ain't supposed to submit to men because men just going to do what you allow them to do, because they don't have no governor on their own behavior to know when to not do something, to know better. They don't know. They just going to keep being reckless. And they're not going to take care of...
Stop.
Okay, all right. She said we don't know. We don't know when not to do something and when to do something. Can you pull up the next article and let's see if that holds true for men or women, or when not to know when to do something? How the hell did you say it?
Look at this.
I refrain from talking to a lot of my male friends when certain happens because y'all all do the same thing.
What do we
y'all
do?
Go into problem solving mode.
Pause it.
That's what
she just said we don't do that. We don't know what the hell to do. Well, why is all men we geared all? And I know all of y'all say when women start talking to us about stuff, our mind automatically goes into problem solving. Won't you do this? Won't you do this? Won't you do this? What the hell is that woman talking about then? That we need to be told what to do. She ain't said that. She said, "Damn, when I talk to men, they automatically start giving me solutions."
She's not married. She's probably not married. I'm just gonna say.
What she looking for is you already know what she looking for. That's that demon code for I don't want to hear no solutions. Just dog me out.
Yeah,
straight up. Just I need a shoulder to cry on, rub my back, and blow me out. That's it.
Go back to the video, man. Go back to
straight
the
up. Straight up. You gotta read between the lines.
Y'all go into problem solving mode. I don't need your solution. I already deducted 15 solutions to my own.
Pause it. Now, all of them. Now, when women already go through your 15 solutions in your mind of what is right, do you actually do what the hell is right when a man don't tell you what to do and you actually do it? Let's see. Pull up the next article. Let's see if the solutions and the problems that you women come up with is actually right. Pull it up. Read that for them.
From News One. For the ancestors. Video shows black American women twerking.
They doing what?
Twerking.
They twerking where?
At Ghana's historic slave trading post.
They are twerking on top of the damn point of no return castle in Ghana. Black women did that. And look. No black man told them what to do.
Nobody
they did that on their own mind.
So, Cap, that was their own 15 resolution.
That was their 15 resolution. You know what?
They thought it was wise to go. I'm gonna go ahead.
I shouldn't
I'm
do
gonna twerk on that point of no return.
Let's twerk on that for all that.
Lord, send the bombs.
Well, the best solution is to twerk on the oppressor.
How do we go to the next image? Go to the next problem.
Twerk.
Read that real quick.
One post in particular was filmed at the Cape Coast Castle and showed multiple photos and videos from the historical location.
Damn.
The post stands in stark contrast to the other celebratory post from the trip, with multiple slides showing a woman looking somber, as well as video footage of one of the dungeons where slaves were kept.
Oh, man.
The sixth slide, however, takes quite the turn, with 4 women bending over to do the provocative twerk dance that has been embraced by younger generations.
Younger generations, meaning that wasn't known, that wasn't a part of our way of life before that. It's you young folk that's doing this stuff. Go ahead, read the next part.
It's young black generation.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
So today I got to experience the slave castle in Cape Coast.
She's admitting she was at the slave castle, the point of no return.
It's wild.
It's wild.
Seeing how they did our ancestors.
Man, it's messed up how they done us in those slave castles, man.
Right,
Go ahead.
right.
Treated them worse than animals.
Worse than animals. I can't believe it. Go ahead.
The post caption said, "It's sad, but of course, we had to twerk for our ancestors, cause period."
That's y'all black woman. That's when y'all don't have a man. It's 4 women by themselves. There's no man telling y'all what to do.
There you go.
Your 15 reasons of deductive answers that you had led you to twerking on top of the damn slave castles of your ancestors. That's
Hey, Cap, they got that from social media. Ain't that Lizzo's thing?
Yep.
She did that. She said,
Yeah.
"Twerking for my ancestors."
They should have locked them up right there on the
should
spot.
lock their ass. Ghana, you should have locked their ass up in the slave castle.
There you go. In the slave castle.
So your mind don't tell you to be sorrowful and be like, "Damn, this is what happened to our people." It's like, no. We're gonna twerk for Jesus.
Listen,
Hey, we're not gonna show the video for all the single brothers out there.
Please.
Just know they were some hoes.
There you go.
Now this is the thing here. You women growing up without fathers, we know you're suffering from it, and you're trying to compensate from it by controlling a man because you're angry at your daddy because he wasn't there. Right? Here's the proof of it. This is what a man in the house does. Go ahead.
You were raised with your mom and father?
Okay. I was hoping this question wasn't
Run it back for me again.
mostly my mom, but
because I want them to see the beginning. Go ahead.
You were raised with your mom and father?
Was you raised by with your mother?
I was hoping this question wasn't asked. Mostly my mom, but as far as father figure, there were so many, and I'm not trying to put my mom.
Pause.
Damn.
So many.
It was so many
Mommy.
men coming through the house.
Mama.
Mama left to herself.
Yep.
No man to tell her what to do, right?
With her 15
solutions. She's
15
already
solutions.
deducted 15 reasons to her, a solution to her problems.
Right.
Run as many men as I can through this house for my daughter to see. So when she becomes of age in her 20s, she is going to remember it and be hurt by it.
Come on now,
Here's
dog.
the proof of it. Let it play.
Out there, so Mom, if you see this podcast, I am so sorry, and I do love you.
Hey, she loves you. She loves you, Mom.
It was just so many.
Even though you was in the streets.
No, she
maybe a little bit.
She wasn't. My mom's dad wasn't in her life, and my dad wasn't in mine. And so.
You're fine. Yeah, get her a tissue. Get her a tissue. Moms turn their daughters into women, and they turn their sons into adults. Fathers turn their daughters into ladies, and fathers turn their sons into men. The reason why is because fathers instill chastity into his daughters, which then makes her a lady. The reason why is because fathers instill discipline and decisiveness and integrity into his son, which turns him into a man.
Boom. That can't be done. No. That cannot be done when a woman is leading a man. When she's not in her submissive role, and what they say, the yin and the yang is how they say it. When the man is actually in his rightful divine place of being a disciplinary, he's also showing that that young girl what love looks like from a man that should be her husband. And that woman, the mama is showing how to be a wife to her husband, where she don't see man coming through there, and she grows up scarred and looking for love in the wrong place, to the point where she whores herself out, and then get to the point that, you know what, I'm gonna just rule over these niggas, because you've been tricking for so long. And you having sex with men that are designed to have sex with you, they do whatever you want them to do, because all they want is sex.
That's it.
And you think that's the way an actual relationship should be, or a marriage should be, until you find out that it don't. And all those men just wanted to have some sex with you, so they did whatever you want to, and you think that'll work in a marriage. And then when you get with a man, you can't keep him because you try to control him like a nigga that you would have on a one-night stand.
Straight up, sister, listen. That crap don't work on this glorious breed that the Most High bring.
That's
You can forget about it. It cannot rule an alpha. You could take that out your mind. Remember, we got an alpha governing us.
That's right.
Christ. So when you see this, young sisters growing up with that distraught or dysfunction in their lives, they use that sometimes also to, in their minds, they're getting back and blaming their fathers.
Yeah.
Instead of correcting that behavior, they thinking by adding more bodies to their account, they're hurting their father at that.
Damn.
No,
Damn,
not
that's
doing
not
that.
it at all, man. Give me that in go to Sirach. Whew, man, that's crazy, man. Sirach chapter 3, and I want you to read this real quick. It's for y'all, take heed to this. Sirach chapter 3, and I want you to read verse 10.
Sirach chapter 3 verse 10. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
The father's dishonor is no glory unto thee. Right? Now read the next verse.
For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father.
That's the same thing when it comes to a daughter. The glory of a daughter is from the honor of her father. When a father is honorable, the daughters take pride in that. That's why they call it, I'm a daddy's girl.
There we go. Right.
Because the father was honorable. He ruled the household like it was supposed to be. Ruled by the way God said it was supposed to be. Now keep reading.
And a mother in dishonor.
Mother in dishonor that runs multiple men through the household, through your childhood's life, and them kids see it. Read on.
Is a reproach to the children.
It's a what?
Reproach to the children.
It's a reproach to the children, where that girl's on a national podcast or whatever, on Instagram now. It's a reproach that her mama had many, many, many men run through the household, and it breaks you down in tears. That's why God said marriage is honorable in all. The marriage affects your kids. We keep forgetting about that. Marriage affects your kids for generations upon generations. And we have not honored marriage. And look what our kids are doing nowadays. Terrible monsters and hoes. Twerking on a damn castle.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
On a slave castle.
I can't believe
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Yeah.
Can we read verse 5?
Read it. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children. And when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
Go ahead.
See, God said you get joy from your children. Why? Because exactly what the brother was going over, how a father puts self-esteem in his daughter where she becomes a lady, and then he turns his son into a man. So now there is honor in those children. Why? Because they're gonna make you proud. They're gonna show you the righteousness of God that you put in them. That's what God was saying.
I remember one time growing up, I seen my father. He asked my older sister, "Bring me a cup of water," and my sister brought the cup in the wrong way, like this, holding the top. My dad stopped her right there, like, "How you bringing me this cup?" Not how you,
Mike checks.
check. This is not how you bring a cup of water to a man. Instead, get another little plate, and you hold the cup from the bottom. So she showed her right there on the spot. I remember that to this day. Well, he corrected her, and then she had to go back in the kitchen, wash the cup, and come back with the cup on another little plate.
There we go.
I'm telling you.
That's right.
There you go. I still remember that.
All praise to the Most High. Father teaches a daughter how to be a woman, and the woman comes back and fine-tune those things that a woman should be doing. How you carry yourself, things of that nature. All right? All right. All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, let's get into the segment, man. It's crazy. Wait till you see it, man. You think it's crazy.
That was dumb as hell.
What's wrong with y'all women? You niggas are crazy. What's wrong with y'all women? You niggas are crazy. What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
That was dumb as hell.
All right.
Welcome back. You niggas is crazy. I'm Officer Daniel.
I'm Officer Azaniah. And I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to start it. Because this is kind of crazy.
Hey, man. I mean, our people are out here doing exactly, what the scriptures say. They're going to be out of their mind, man. They're going to be doing these crazy things and showing forth that God, in the Bible, the words that he wrote, it's a true book. So let's get it.
Let's just pull it up. Let's just pull it up. I don't know how to explain this, but
read that. From Smart News, watch. Nicaraguans whip each other with bull penises in brutal religious tradition.
So,
I think I'm just gonna go.
In today's news, Northern Kingdom is
ritually
is playing with penises for Jesus. I'm sorry, I gotta put it that way. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to comprehend and process everything.
What's wrong with y'all?
I don't know.
You niggas are crazy.
Like, honestly, because what the scripture talks about in Isaiah, where we shouldn't vex Ephraim, but at a certain point, when you do stuff like this, it's kind of hard. Now, but let's go with the video. Come on.
I hope this video could justify something.
I don't know. Let's see why they doing it.
La picha o la verga del toro secada con una garra que de cuero, el mismo cuero. Entonces, tiro a tiro lo agarramos. Y para mí es bastante desestresante. Wow. Me gusta, me encanta. Puede ser un poco fuerte el juego para quienes no están acostumbrados, pero como lo puede ver, el juego es bonito, es llamativo y es algo único.
So they doing this.
Wait. Stop. You can't go past that. You can't go past
They are doing this for what?
As Joe said, St. John Baptist Day.
So where is that found in the Bible? And they said it's quite liberating. They feel liberated playing with that stuff.
Hey, man, this is the Christian Catholic Church.
You niggas are crazy.
It's the Christian Catholic Church.
So you don't find that anywhere in the Bible. Show me where God...
I got it. I found it.
Okay,
I found it.
Please explain that to me. What magical Bible have you been reading?
Give me Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. And read verse 28, man.
Y'all are crazy. Northern Kingdom, we be trying, but damn.
You ain't gonna tell me that they don't have it written in the Bible, man. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
That's their religion right there. That's whatever religion that is, whatever Christian Catholic church they pulled that out of, it's right there in the Bible.
No.
God says it's madness.
It's madness.
That is madness.
You know, in other words, these niggas is crazy. It's just like you just might be a little bit light skinned, but
nah.
You niggas are crazy.
Let me just land back off you. Let me just land back off you.
He does. We do not accept. Go ahead.
Finish
that. Finish that.
Go ahead.
Read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28.
Come on.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
See, blindness and astonishment of heart. That's why the question you just asked, if you would ask any one of them, they cannot correlate what they're doing to anything that's spiritual.
That's 100%.
It's impossible. But go ahead. That's crazy, man. It's madness.
All right, pull that. Go to Hosea chapter 4 and 16, 17.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 17.
Read that.
Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone.
So at a certain point, Ephraim is joined unto idols, and that's what we just seen there. They are worshiping another god, the bull's penis. That's the idol. They are holding on to it strongly. Pause.
Now I see why God said we gotta leave that brother alone. We gotta leave that brother alone.
Let me tell you something, man.
Let me tell you something. Leave him alone. Go to Romans chapter 10, read verse 1,
Bring
and
it out.
just read verse. Just read down at a certain point. But thank God for Christ, because at a certain point, He allowed Northern Kingdom to come back. All praise to the Most High. Read that. Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Yeah.
Romans chapter 10 and verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
So now we see why Paul said that. Christianity in the mix with pork is dangerous. That's crazy. Read.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God.
They all like we just want to serve God as a nation of people. Read.
But not according to knowledge.
But it's nowhere found in the Bible. But what did they do?
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness.
So they'll just create a damn holiday where you could just play with bull's penises. I'm sorry. I gotta keep saying that. Read. Yeah, read the highlighted part.
To atone for their sins, dozens of people whip each other with dried bull penises. How, Sway? In a 4th century old religious tradition to mark St. John the Baptist's day. How,
they
Sway?
just made up their damn own holiday, and somebody like to play with penis. I'm sorry, Israel, but I just got to speak the truth, because this is Four Corners where the truth speak. They established their own holiday to go play with stuff.
The crazy thing about it is they said that they're doing it to atone for their sins.
How does that atone for your sins?
I don't know, but let's get it in the Bible.
Give me the magical scripture. Maybe I have the wrong version of the Bible. Is it the NLT? Give me that correct verse.
Give me Acts, man. Give me Acts 3, man. We're gonna help these brothers out.
We be trying with y'all.
Give me that, man. Read that.
Acts chapter 3 and verse 19.
Matter of fact, no. Give me the one of Ezekiel. I want Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
18:30.
Bruh, like, God is trying with them, but they don't want to.
I need a scripture.
Go ahead.
Go read that.
Go ahead. Read it. Let's cleanse our mind. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 18 and verse 30. Therefore I will judge you, O house of Israel, everyone according to his ways, saith the Lord God.
So Northern Kingdom is judged, is in captivity, is a third world country, a lot of them, because God is judging them because of their sins. Come on.
Repent and turn yourselves from all your transgressions.
That's how you get repentance out of your sin. That's how you atone for your sins. Repentance, coming out of the breaking of God's laws. Come on.
So iniquity shall not be your ruin.
The iniquity is the sin. Come on.
Cast away from you all your transgressions.
See that? God says you got to cast away your sins. That's how you atone or repent. You understand? Not bulls' penises, bro.
Why'd you have to say it all zesty? I'm sorry.
I didn't say zesty. I said I had to make sure they understand.
For y'all that don't know, the Hispanics are the Hispanics and the Native American Indians are the Northern Kingdom, by the way. Yeah. But now let's see what God says about serving idols. Give me that in Isaiah chapter 42, and let's read verse 8. Let's see if God wants you to create a made-up holiday filled with pointy things.
They done defiled your mouth, bro.
I can't.
You done.
Come on, let's just read. Let's just read the word of God. Read.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 8. I am the Lord. That is my name, and my glory will I not give to another.
So you see what God says? God says his glory.
So his glory is not in bulls'
testicles.
No.
So God says he's not going to give his glory unto another. Stop making up your damn holidays. What you need to do to repent is to keep the laws of God.
Right.
God, the Bible. Keep what's found in the Bible.
Right.
Not bulls' penises. It's not going to help you, okay?
Hey, so this has been you niggas crazy, man. Let's get back to the captains here on Four Corners News.
Yeah, that purple be a problem, they don't like that. We don't turn the other cheek, yeah, we fight back. We keep the law, we teach the law, they don't like that. We backing up the 12 tribes, they don't like that. We hit the streets to bring it out, they don't like that. No cap, we ain't lying, we ain't fly, yeah. A roaring lion crouching down, they don't like that. The tribe of Judah, watch us do this, we gon' fight back. Yeah, your pastor know we lying, talking about he know the scriptures like a butcher, so I keep a knife. I pull it out and cut him with his war time and spiritual. Praying for my son and them, praying for my aunties and my uncles and my cousin them, praying for my brother. We grew up on the west side, walking in the dark, sweating a blade with a flashlight, trying not to step on a needle or a crack pipe. Watching every step, it's like I'm walking on thin ice. Inhale, exhale, breathing out the breath like this law we gon' keep. Yeah, I know that's what you don't like. Gotta hold it down, hold it line, keep my boots strapped, so I keep my boot on their neck like a necktie. That purple be a problem, they don't like that. They don't turn the other cheek, yeah, we fight back. We keep the law, we teach the law, they don't like that. We backing up the 12 tribes, they don't like that. Yeah, that purple be a problem, they don't like that. They don't turn the other cheek, they don't like that. We keep the law, we teach the law, they don't like that. Backing up the 12 tribes, they don't like that. They strive to be a better man, they don't like that. Taking care of his wife and kids, they don't like that. So we got boots on the ground, they don't like that. Tearing Babylon's a grade down, they don't like that. And we found out who he was, cuz they don't like that. An ex-gang member was a blood, they don't like that. They used to cook dope, sell drugs, they don't like that. His kingpin, but he gave it up, they don't like that. I prophesied out the book of Acts, they don't like that. When I teach facts, they don't like that. His skin burn like brand, they don't like that. They coming back for that ass, they don't like that. They coming back to saving people, they don't like that. Killing all the non-believers, they don't like that. He coming back to save his people, they don't like that. They killing all the non-believers, they don't like that. That purple be a problem, they don't like that. They don't turn the other.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome back. I'm Officer Patriel.
Officer Lael.
And this is your local news.
Where truth speaks.
From Fox News. Supreme Court strikes down affirmative action in college admissions.
Colleges and universities across the country.
We cannot let the decision be a permanent setback for the country. We need to keep an open door of opportunities.
Well, the ruling means schools can no longer take race into consideration during the admissions process.
It overturns a long-standing precedent that has benefited Black and Latino students in higher education. Our D.C. Bureau Chief Ben Kennedy is live in Washington with reaction. Ben.
Well, Nicole and Calvin, the White House said the High Court got it wrong, but this is not the end as they now consider executive action. A landmark decision by the Supreme Court after a 6-3 ruling strikes down affirmative action in higher education, effectively upending the use of race as a factor in college admissions in order to achieve diversity on campus. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote, university programs must comply with strict scrutiny. They may never use race as a stereotype or negative, and at some point they must end. The High Court's decision comes after hearing 2 cases. The first one alleges that Harvard discriminates against Asian American applicants by using subjective standards to score their personalities. The second argues the University of North Carolina discriminates against white and Asian American students by giving preference to Black, Hispanic, and Native American applicants, as both institutions deny the allegations.
It is my hope to see a renewed college admission system that recognizes and rewards the multifaceted talents and diverse perspective that each individual can bring.
His remarks as South Florida Democratic lawmakers push back on the ruling. Congresswoman Sheila Shirless McCormick calls it a crushing and unnecessary setback to economic mobility for communities of color. Representative Frederica Wilson adds, for some reason, every time people of color take a step forward, this nation finds a way to take 3 steps back.
I believe our colleges are stronger when they're racially diverse.
And President Biden also directed...
All right, let's shut it.
Wait a minute.
So they're getting rid of affirmative action, right? For those who don't know, when that was set for Black people and Hispanics, different nation of people to have equal opportunities. Now that they got rid of it, guess what? You know what they're doing? Make America great again. Yep. That's why when you go to your jobs now, you're going to see a lot more Edomites working, a lot more Edomites in higher position, because they're going to say, wait, guess what? No, this has nothing to do with color.
Right. And then today the Negro says, oh, everybody's the same. Right. When they don't even show that in their political system, they don't show that in their educational system. They don't show the equality that we have. That's why he says we take a step forward, and America finds a way to take the nigga right back.
Yep. Hey, read Lamentation chapter 4, verse 17, because that's the problem with us. The problem with us is that we keep relying on these people to save us. We rely, it doesn't make sense. Why would another race of people take actions to forward another people that's not theirs? It does not make sense. You're the one who have to stand up for your own people. You're the one who's supposed to make the opportunities for your own people. Read that.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Vain help is you sitting back, relaxing, saying, hey, we took 3 steps forward. America's getting better. You sat back, you relaxed. Vain help. Read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Oh, snap. Now it looked like we're taking 6 steps back.
Right.
For y'all who don't know, affirmative action was put in place because people were not being hired, giving education opportunities equally.
And you got to think of it like this, too. They came over. Remember, we already did almost 400 years of free labor. You think they're all of a sudden going to say, you know what? Let's give them an opportunity to catch up to us. No, they're always going to figure out how to keep you back and how to push themselves forward.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Read that part again. A nation that what?
A nation that could not save us.
They can't save you. They cannot save you. God says, listen, among these people where you're going to be, you're going to be in a situation. This is the level you're going to be at. Deuteronomy 28, verse 43. This is the level you're going to be at, because we think God playing with us. Right. Thing is getting better. Life is getting better. No. God said, all right, y'all had it good for 2020, 2021.
Right.
Y'all think y'all catching up? All right, I'm going to show you something. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Guess what? You know who's not worrying about affirmative action? Really? It's the other strangers. Yeah, they showed the Moabite on there. They showed them. the Ammonite, so-called Chinese and Japanese. They showed it, but for real, like, come on now. What happened when one of them got attacked on the plane? Got hit so hard, was leaking soy sauce all over the plane. What happened? Got together, say, you know what? American Airlines, we got you.
Right. We're going to cancel you out.
Yeah, we're going to cancel you. What American Airlines did? Apologize. They're not worried about these people. It's you who's going to be affected by it.
Hey, officer, I can get a script. We're going to stay in the same chapter.
Yeah, hold on. Let's finish.
And thou shalt come down very low.
That's what's happening. Now you're coming down very low. You're stepping back. Oh, we're walking backwards now. What's going on? Go ahead.
Read verse 65.
Verse 65. And among these nations
and among the nations, the strangers, like what the officer just pulled, among the nations, read.
Shalt thou find no ease.
It's not going to be easy for you. It's not going to be easy. They always, like when we just read a lamentation, we look for that assistance from a nation that had took away all of our assistance. So why would we look toward a nation that's going to help us when they design the educational program to keep you down? The K through 12, the educational, the college system, they use that to keep you as workers in the society. Exactly. They're not going to never allow you to reach to a point where you're over them.
Exactly. Like, come on. Why will another nation let you do that? You know who will do that? Our people.
Right.
Hey, nah, equal opportunity. Nah, we all equal. We all the same. We all equal. Nobody thinks like that, but us. Right. Nobody. They say, you know what? There's a problem. There's a lot of people who lost their jobs. Guess what? These other nations, these black people, these Hispanic people, they're coming in, they're taking our jobs, and now most of our students, most of our family members are homeless. We got to change that. Y'all didn't understand the code. When he said make America great again, he was talking about put Edomites on top. Right. Put you at the bottom. Y'all don't understand the code. Y'all didn't understand. Y'all thought he was joking. Right. Oh, he's not president no more. Y'all thought the plan failed. No, the plan's still going on as we read.
Right. And when was America ever great for the so-called black man?
Never.
So what are you hoping for? To get back into the chains?
Read Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. You ain't got the answers, man. God is going to force this to happen. You may have hatred for your brother. You may say, oh, you can't work with black people. You can't do this, you can't do that, right? God don't care. He gonna force it.
Right.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So now, guess what? Since there's no affirmative action, you can't go work at their establishment, their glass buildings. You know, you can't wear the suit and tie. You don't feel like you accomplished nothing. Oh, it's going to be hard for you to get a job. Well, guess what? It's time for you to stop being a sellout and help out your people.
That's right.
You gather together among your own people and build. And you don't got to worry about affirmative action.
Right.
You don't got to worry about that.
Right. Okay. It said that you were not desired. Meaning that you're not going to ever be equal to them in their mind.
Nope. Wow, doesn't make sense. Why will the other nation let you be on top of them or be equal? If you're equal, you have an opportunity to be on top. Right. That's not happening. Get your mind right.
That's right.
All right. Well, this has been your local news. Make sure to stay tuned after this commercial with the captains.
Shalom.
Welcome back to Four Quarters News. This is blackity black facts. All right, we got some blackity black facts for you. All right, let's pull up the black fact of the week for all the indigenous black folk or the Africans, you Pan-Africanists out there. Let's pull up a black fact for they ass that they don't know. Pull it up.
Bring it up.
Read that for them, officer.
Who named Africa?
Who named Africa? Because remember, we African Americans or Africans. Please read it.
All historians.
All what?
All historians.
All historians, not niggas in the barbershop or done Googled something or watch YouTube videos from their uncle and them. All historians that went to school for this stuff. Read.
Agree that it was the Roman use of the term Africa.
The Romans' use of the term Africa
for parts of Tunisia and northern Algeria.
That's actually called Tunisia. He pronounces every syllable. Man. We appreciate you, though, Lingo. Romans named the part of Tunisia and northern Algeria, read on,
which ultimately, almost 2,000 years later, gave the continent its name.
Gave what?
Gave the continent its name.
Romans named Africa. That's not a black name.
Right,
so for all you Negroes that keep, I'm African. You're calling yourself a white. That African American is the name of two white men.
Right.
Israelites.
That's right.
That. Yeah. And they think we're crazy.
Right. We bring it out all the time at camp. All the time.
Let's go back to that and let's read that, man.
There is, however, no consensus among scholars as to why the Romans decided to call these provinces Africa.
Now, let's check this out. The scholars don't know why they wanted to call it Africa. Guess what? God gave us the answers. You got it, Cap?
Yep.
Go ahead, man. Pull it out for us.
49. Psalm 49.
See, this
11.
is why the Bible's a book of life.
Right.
What man can't answer, God did it thousands of years ago.
That's right.
Go ahead, Cap.
Read that.
Isaiah 49 and 11.
Psalms 49 and 11.
Psalm 49 and 11. Yep.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Come on.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Come on.
They call their lands after their own name.
After their own name. Africa.
And after their own names, in the case of Africa, would be who? Scipio Africanus. Leo Scipio Africanus, which was a Roman general that defeated Hannibal, a black man, in the Third Punic War.
That's
His name
right.
was Leo Scipio Africanus, and they named that northern part of Algeria where Hannibal was after him, and 2,000 years later, it became the name of the entire continent. So if you say you African or we Africans, you are calling us white man.
There you go.
Once again.
Yep. Right, this part right here, the fourth part is America, named after what? Amerigo Vespucci.
Right, Amerigo Vespucci, another white man. But we got more black facts for you. Pull up the next black fact for him. Now, this is out of the book of Josephus. This is the
Antiquity.
Say it again.
Antiquities.
Antiquities, book 1, chapter 5 of the book of Josephus. Read that black fact for him.
After what manner the posterity of Noah sent out colonies and inhabited the whole earth. After this, they were dispersed abroad on account of their languages and went out by colonies everywhere. And each colony took possession of that land which they light upon, and unto which God led them, so that the whole continent was filled with them, both the inland and maritime countries. There were some also who passed over the sea in ships, and inhabited the islands. And some of those nations do still retain the denominations which were given them by their first founders. But some have lost them also.
But some have lost them. Go ahead.
And some have only admitted certain changes in them.
So some people not admitting that their names was changed. Go ahead.
That they might be the more intelligible to the inhabitants.
Go ahead.
And they were the Greeks.
And they were the Greeks. So some people they didn't change the names because they wanted it to make sense to the actual people that inhabited the land. Read.
Who became the authors of such mutations.
And the Greeks became the authors of changing the names of lands. Read.
For when in after ages they grew potent.
When they grew strong. When Alexander the Greek ruled over many countries, right? He came into power. Go ahead.
They claim to themselves the glory of antiquity.
That's why now in history in school they say civilization started with the Greeks. But the black folk from all over, the Israelites, the Egyptians, and damn the East Indians, which is Elam in the Bible, Moab, which is Chinese in the Bible, and us, which are Israelites in the Bible, we been had civilizations on the face of the earth, been had technology, but the white man wants to be God. Life didn't start until he came out the cave.
There you go. That's what they want you to think.
That's what they want you to believe. Life didn't start until we came out the cave. But go back to that part, and I want you to read the Greek part again. Let's start from there. Go back up, and I want you to say, and they were.
And they were the Greeks who became the authors of such mutations. For when in after ages they grew potent, they claimed to themselves the glory of antiquity, giving names to the nations that sounded well in Greek.
They did what?
Damn.
Giving names to the nations that sounded well in Greek.
Keep reading.
That they might be better understood among themselves.
Themselves. So now you know why Africa is named Africa, because it sounded better to them in the Greek language. Now you know why America is named America. It sounded better to the white man when it rolled off his tongue.
There you go.
We ain't no damn African Americans. We ain't no Africans. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And that's been your black ass fact for the week. All right. So let's get straight into the main topic, because we are at war on all sides. It is many principalities that are trying to destroy the black race. When I say blacks, I mean Hispanics as well, and Native Indians.
They know they black.
They are trying to destroy us from the male perspective and from the children. It was it's a quote that comes to mind when I'm thinking of this. It says, "Kill them before they grow." I don't know who said that. I know Tupac said, "My fofo make all your kids." I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that, y'all. Stay in the spirit.
Stay in the spirit.
Stay in the spirit. I'm not talking about that. But I do know
babies.
it's a quote that says, "Kill them before they grow," and I know it's a quote that they coined with the Indians, that where you kill the Indians, save the man. How do they do those things? It's by destroying the minds of the generation to come. They know that life is what it is. All men reach the point where they have to turn back into dust. But if they can reach the kids before they get to that point, each generation gets worse and worse and worse until they conform to the powers that be. So I want you to pull up that first article that we got about what happened in New York, because the white man who thinks everything belongs to him, he named the days of God, the month of God, Pride Month. Pull it up. Read that.
NBC News. We're coming for your children. Chant at NYC. Drag march elicits outrage, but activists say it's taken out of context.
See, this is where you cannot let these things slide by. We're coming from your children. Chant. Can you scroll down a little bit and see how many people was chanting that? Look at that. And that's just the beginning of where it started. I guarantee you that drag march with all them sodomites and lesbians, that thing is going for a damn mile or two back. Guarantee you. So it is thousands upon thousands of people saying we are coming. They are openly admitting.
There you go.
Yeah, pedophiles.
That they are pedophiles out to destroy the minds of your kids, and will do it by any means necessary, whether it be political, whether it be educational, whether it be books, and whether it be entertainment.
There we go, entertainment.
They are coming for our children, and they mean it, because they have put people in positions of power. Give me that in Ephesians.
Bring it out, Cap.
There you go.
The Bible's a true book, y'all. We just got to open our spiritual eyes to be able to draw from it. Ephesians chapter 5, and I want you to read verse 12.
Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done.
No. Ephesians 6 and 12.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12.
Yeah, that would have worked too, but go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's what we are fighting against. That spiritual wickedness in high places would be at this point in Babylon the Great. Spiritual Sodom would be the spirit that we are fighting is the spirit of sodomy here in this place. It says in the scriptures that if it wasn't for God, we all be like that.
It was a point.
Go ahead.
Oh, you had
Go
something?
ahead, Cap.
It was a point where you said, even in the article, where they were all chanting boldly, right? Go to Genesis real quick. Genesis 19. I want you to see what one of our forefathers experienced. Real quick. Genesis 19 and 4. That emboldened and saying they coming for the kids. Remember now, they at a level. Soon we're going to be at that level. But watch this. Read that real quick. Verse 4.
Genesis chapter 19 and verse 4.
Come on.
But before they laid down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom.
The men of Sodom, come on.
Compassed the house round.
Compassed the house of Lot with the two angels in there. Come on.
Both old and young.
Come on.
All the people from every quarter.
All the people of the city. Come on.
And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them.
So we may what?
That we may know them.
So they're at a emboldened level where they begin to now, their sexual lust caused them to be emboldened to call for angels in Lot's house.
And same way they call it for your children.
Right.
Emboldened to call for your, we are coming for your children. And the thing is, we cannot take that lightly because when they say that, these demons mean that stuff, man. We see it in the movies and television. Hell, we can't watch nothing now without an effeminate boy,
there you go,
a lesbian woman, a damn gay frog.
Come on now, dog.
You name it.
You know the reason why they could make a bold statement like that saying we're coming for your children? That's because they are in a position of power. They're your politicians. They're your movie stars, they're your teachers, so on and so forth. When we look at this, in order for you to organize something, a pride parade like that, that means you have to have police, you have to have all these things in place. That means you have somebody you have to have somebody in the inside that could organize all of this and give the okay for that. So when they say they're coming, they are really coming.
Got it planned out already.
Now, when we say that they coming, and when they say they coming, they mean that stuff, man. We have been trying to do some summertime activities with our kids since they out of school.
Right.
We have literally, and this is what you've got to research the movies before you send your kids to go see them.
Right.
With the daughters of Sarah or with the young prophets, because you're liable to be, let's go see that. That preview look good.
Yeah.
And you go to the preview and find out that a damn fictional cartoon character likes boys and he's non-binary and he's confused because he's water and he can go either way.
Either way.
Wow. Whichever way he sees the flow, he can go.
So Cap, you saying the water is binary, is gay?
That's what they say.
That's the concept.
Water is gay.
The water is gay.
Pull it up.
Oh man, Lord, send the
Read
bombs.
that from Newsweek. Pixar's first non-binary character sparks mockery.
First non-binary. So that means there's more to come, y'all.
Yeah.
Now look at this. You got to pay attention to the symbols that they have. What does that banner in the back say?
Go ahead.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Now, if the character is non-binary, meaning that he doesn't identify as a boy or a girl, and then you've got a banner in the back that says belief in yourself, what is a kid going to do when he sees a I'm not a boy or a girl? Believe in yourself that you're not. Those are the hidden messages.
Yeah.
Right. Those are the hidden messages of Esau.
Wait a minute.
Right in front of our face. Let's go to the article.
Wow.
Let's X that out. Read that.
For the first time, Disney's Pixar is featuring a non-binary character in an upcoming movie, but the introduction is being mocked by many online. That is because the character in question, which will be seen in the new movie Elemental.
The movie is called Elemental, so you've got what they made a movie off of was different elements.
Right.
Firetown, Water City, Air City. You got all of those type of stuff. And in the movie, now, I don't know, do we have the preview? Go back. Will a preview play on the top of that? I don't know. But in the preview, what they are showing is that all elements, we shouldn't be held back by our
differences.
Our differences.
Our natural differences.
Our natural differences.
That's why
we can mix with each other.
Right.
White people can be with black people. Chinese can be with this.
So it's a melting pot.
Boys can be with boys. Girls can be with girls. There's nothing that should be able to hold us back, although we're fundamentally different. The way God made us, we're not going to let him hold us back. Right. That's what it's about.
Yep.
Go to, let's see if it plays. Let's pull it up. Go ahead.
Meet the residents of Element City. Air usually has their head in the clouds.
Oh, my new jacket!
Earth can be a little seedy.
Nothing weird going on here.
Just a little pruning. Water is always getting into something. Help! And fire? As ordered, we run a little hot.
This shop is dream of our family. Someday it'll all be yours.
But we all live by one simple rule. Elements cannot mix.
Pause it. Did you hear that? Elements can't mix.
Damn.
We can't cross over. Now let it keep playing. Let it keep playing.
The pipe squished me all out of shape.
Dang.
That's better.
Oh.
Pause.
So you've never
Did you hear what he said? He said that the pipe squished me all out of shape, and he flexed, and he was like a man with muscles.
Right.
Then he shook himself and lost all of his muscle. Go back, look at it. Go back to it. Look, he's muscle, he's flexing, he's a man, and she's wild, like, man, wow, you look like a man. Now just let it, drag it across. He shook himself, and he's got no muscles. No defined cut.
No gains.
Now, guess what he is right now?
Back.
Now he's non-binary.
Damn.
Let it play.
Crazy.
That's better.
Oh.
So you've never left Firetown?
Sorry, buddy. Elements don't mix.
Hey!
Plus, my dad would boil you alive.
Why does anyone get to tell you what you can do in your life? Come on!
Pause it. Now, this was brought out to me by one of our producers here at FCN. Now, what is the flag for non-binary gender fluid? Do you all know?
It's that pink, white stripe, and blue.
Oh,
it's a pink, white, and blue flag.
Yeah. Wow.
What kind of shirt and what color is he? Pink, white, and blue.
Damn.
Non-binary gender fluid. Damn.
Wow.
Let's go to that on Google
and pull up.
And let's pull up the non-binary gender fluid, whatever it might be.
Transgender flag.
See, that's why God says his thoughts are deep.
There you go.
That's it right there. He thinks very deep.
The inward thought of every one of them. Let's go to that, man.
Yeah,
pull it out, man. Where's
That's
that?
crazy, man.
Isaiah.
And the crazy part about it is when we're looking at that movie, the animation movies takes a very long time to make.
Yeah.
What we're seeing is the product that they've been working on probably 5 years or 2 years ahead of time. So that means they already had a plan, maybe a 10-year plan before this to convert your kids into what you see now.
Yep, exactly right. Pull up the flag. Let's see it. Pull it up. There we go. That's the flag. That's the trans flag.
Damn.
That he is.
Good catch, man.
And look at this. We would have took our kids to see it when they thought of it.
Millions of kids is going to watch that and won't even think about it. But Esau is betting on that, and slowly he's planting that seed in their mind and their spirit.
And what would have happened is they would have saw that movie, and they'd be like, oh, man, he got on the same colors as the Elemental movie guy. Oh, and he was so cool. I want to be like water.
A lot of times, you know what I do? Our kids like grasp onto these little cartoons that they watch, and they be like, "Oh, you know what? My favorite color is baby blue and pink."
Yep, there you go.
And just off of that alone, now when they see like the flag and stuff, like, "Oh, I like those colors."
There you go.
Those are my favorite colors.
Right. They desensitize. That's the whole method of Esau. The white man's method is to desensitize you. Over the years, you'll put it in sitcoms. You know, you had men dressing in women dresses. Slowly, he desensitized you. Especially with Disney. With Disney. Slowly desensitize the children to the point now when the parents are, bringing out the truth and understanding to stand against it, the children are already programmed. No, Mom, Dad, you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
They've been teaching me that in school. Disney been teaching. Mickey Mouse been teaching me that.
It's my favorite show. Why are you so old? Why are you so stuck in the past?
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
Go back to it. Let's go back to it.
Why do they even have these?
Who knows?
Watch this!
Oh, and a rainbow! Oh, man. Wow, they wicked, man.
I tell you, bro.
They's wicked, and then you got pink and blue colors in the back. Trans colors in the back with the rainbow, which God says is a symbol that he won't flood the earth.
Right.
They use it for wickedness. Give me that Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 29.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Ecclesiastes 7,
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 29.
Yeah.
Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright. But they have sought out many inventions.
Many inventions. And the inventions they got now of evil is to use movies to brainwash your kids in sodomy.
Yep.
Wow, man.
I saw that stuff coming the moment that they made Frozen.
Frozen was a scene in there too.
They said that was some sodomite stuff.
You had little kids, little boys singing the song, right?
The thing is, if you think about Disney movies, right, they always have been a prince and a princess. The prince saves the day.
Right.
And Frozen, there was no man saving the day. It was her sister. It was another girl saving another girl. So when I saw that happen, they're about to introduce females saving other females falling in love. Because it was true love.
The sister saved the other sister.
Yep. And it was true love. It was like it had something to do with love. Love, like true love could save her.
She loved her sister. That's
definitely some gay shit. Now, when they say they coming for your kids, they mean it, and they putting it in these movies. We as parents, we have to watch out for this stuff. Even if our kids want to watch, hell no, you're not watching that.
Right.
All right, we will make them watch some X-Men. Wait, watch some damn X-Men or something. Even that stuff is everything's wicked.
I put Lion King
just close your kids' eyes for the rest of their life.
Subscribe
to Jesus.
IUIC TV.
There you go.
Watch and read.
That's all you need.
That's my solution. Make your kids close their eyes for the rest of their life.
Watch and read. That's all you need.
Hey, that's a T-shirt. Watch and read is all you need.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Now go to that other. They come now. Look, this is another movie they put it in. Pull it up. Read that.
From Variety.
Oh, man.
Velma is officially a lesbian in new Scooby-Doo film. Years after James Gunn and Moore tried to make her explicitly gay.
Now, we all grew up off Scooby-Doo, man. Scroll down for those that don't know who Velma is. Velma is the one on the right, the little goofy-ass, cornball-looking white girl. And that's Shaggy in the back. Right, and then Scooby-Doo off to the right, and then there's some new black girl right here. Okay, now, go to the clip. Scroll down a little more, and let's see the clips of how they do it. They slide it in there. Watch this, y'all.
And as promised, here are your Scooby snacks.
Look at that. Pause it. And then the brown girl, because guess what she is? She's Northern Kingdom.
Yeah.
She got blonde ass hair.
There you go. Yeah.
They are portraying an image of how they want our kids to look.
There you go.
And hell, the black women is growing up emulating
Same
cartoons.
thing. Like anime.
So that's why black women think they look good in blonde hair.
Yes,
That's
because
right.
cartoons.
Damn.
You don't see they have the anime looking hairs now, like
Yeah.
purple,
Yeah.
pink, rainbow
like,
colors.
like cartoons.
It's crazy.
But
man.
you see how they threw that in there real quick in a show we grew up off of,
Right.
Scooby Doo. Go to the other one. Go to the other one. Look at this. Look at that. Read it.
Lightyear gets warning sign for gay kiss scene at Oklahoma theater, sparking backlash.
We all grew up off of all the old Toy Stories,
Toy
right?
Story, right.
We watched those things when we was in our teenage years and things, and you might want to share those things with your kids growing up. These are childhood memories that you grew up off of. But by the time they come of age, they got a damn woman. Now, this is the thing you got to realize too. Check this out, y'all. You got to realize this. What color is that woman right there? That's
brown.
black. That's a black woman.
Yeah.
Black woman. That's a black woman
Yeah,
right there.
that's a black
And she looked like she's with a Northern Kingdom woman.
There you go.
And both of them gay with a kid.
Yeah.
Thelma in Scooby Doo turns gay, and who's her
Northern
gay
Kingdom.
partner in a
Northern
damn
Kingdom.
another brown ass woman?
Yep.
They know what they are doing. They are trying to turn our young boys and our young girls gay in these damn cartoons that they got.
That's
man.
their target. That's
That's
their
their
target.
target.
That
Remember,
goes-
they got a focus group, right, or think tanks,
Yeah.
right? They know exactly who's their main target. They know before they even put out any type of information. Keep the filth out of my children's face.
There you go.
But keep it in the blacks blacks and Hispanics.
Yeah, yeah.
So the ones that they deem as animals.
And this is all a part of what we got to realize. This is population control.
There you
There
go.
you go.
They give you the jab
Right.
to make you sterile. They put bad food in our communities, make you sterile. Hell, they even get you through enjoyment where you choose voluntarily
Right.
to be sterile. No, I'm non-binary. I am whatever the hell. I don't know all of that.
And
man.
that was
I
the
ain't gonna
film.
begin to
That was
start
the film that got a lot of Disney movies kicked out of China.
Yeah.
Moab
Oh,
was
this
over
one
there
right?
like, hell no.
Yeah.
We see what
They
you're
know-
doing.
yeah.
Don't
They on
bring
their
that
guard.
stuff over here.
Yep.
You better
Exactly
keep
right.
that in America.
Go to the next one. Go to that next article. Because when they say we come for your kids, they mean
They
that. And
meant
we
it,
got to
yeah.
guard our kids' minds, our state spirits, so they're not corrupted in Babylon the Great. Now look at this. This is the clip. I think it is, right? This is the clip. Now I want you to have your finger quick on the space bar because we're not going to show that filth. But that's Buzz Lightyear, and that's the black woman in pants, and she's a space captain cadet. She's a captain of the space commander, whatever, with Buzz Lightyear. Now I want you to play it. Walk right in, quick. Go ahead. Pause it. Boom. Now I want you on this right here. This is the article, right? I want you to scroll up to the top of this, zoom out, and I want you to scroll up. You see that? Now read the whatever you call it for this. Yeah, read that.
What they are freaking out about, by the way.
What they are freaking out about.
Literally less than 1 second.
Is what?
Less than 1 second.
That's
all
all
it
they
takes.
need.
That's it. That's all
That
it
is
takes.
that was the scene. Now they are together in the movie, insinuating that they are partners, but it was less than 1 second that they used to show your kids, to implant in your kid's spirit that it's okay for a woman to be a carpet muncher with another woman.
There you go.
Look how happy they are in Buzz Lightyear. 1 split second. Give me that in 1 Peter.
And I know we didn't show it, but that movie by Disney, Strange World, that's also a sodomite one.
Yeah, that was
Strange
terrible.
World's another one.
Yeah.
All right, take notes, y'all. I hope y'all writing it down.
1 Peter
better not
chapter
let me
5.
watch
I
it.
want
I'm
you to
telling you.
read verse 8.
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant.
There we go.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
And this is the thing.
Cold scripture.
Satan only need a second
That's it.
to implant demon into your child's spirit and will leave it dormant there and let it fester until he grows up thinking, I've always felt this way, because he watched a 1-second clip when he was 5 years old, and Satan made sure that image right there was implanted in his spirit, and he gave orders to that minion demon that he got, implant yourself into the spirit of this child, and I want you to hold on to that image in his head until he becomes of age where we can destroy him.
Because remember, that one clip second, remember how much they paid for a couple minutes during the Super Bowl?
It's $1 million to $2 million for a 30-second commercial.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
They spending millions. Why? Because they know what they investing in. They know, I'm going to pump this money just for that 30 seconds. That's a window that I know I can sell this product to you.
And
so what you think they selling now?
You know what's crazy about that? Like those last few movies that Disney put out, a lot of them lost money. Like they keep losing money on them. But they keep putting them out. They don't care if they're losing money. They got another one coming.
There you go.
Don't watch it. It's a boy with an eye patch. It's going to come. He is sodomite too.
Yeah,
there you
That's
go.
another one. I'm telling. Take notes, parents. Take notes.
Good point right there, man. Now I want you to go to 2 Peter, because the thing is that we gotta be vigilant on our end, protect our souls in this wicked kingdom that we have to endure through. But just know that the things that they do, there is a judgment for it. 2 Peter chapter 2, and I want you to read verse 6.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom and Gomorrah. That's the place we live in right now. It's no doubt, hands down, that this place is spiritual Sodom. How do we know that? Because as you mentioned earlier, China did what to them damn gay movies? They rejected it. They banned it. In the Arab countries, they didn't let none of those stuff play. They banned all of those movies when they saw the sodomite spirit in those and the messages they was trying to push. So we know that America is spiritual Sodom in the Bible that it speaks of in Revelation. We know that without a doubt. Read it from the top again.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example.
Making them a what?
Them an example.
Making them an example for what?
Unto those that after should live ungodly.
Those that should live ungodly. But in what manner should they be living ungodly? Read on.
And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
They was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. If you're not vexed with the filthy conversation, and that movie is a conversation.
There you go.
That's communication. They are communicating to your children, to you, through that means of conversation. If you're not vexed with it, your ass is going to burn just like Sodom and Gomorrah here in Babylon the Great.
Facts.
So that's the reason why they are removing Black history out of schools, but bringing up gender fluid.
There you go.
Damn.
There you go. And we ain't done. Go to Jude verse 7. Go to Jude verse 7. So if you are not vexed with that conversation, that communication that they have, you're going to burn right along with them. Jude verse 7.
The book of Jude verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication.
Giving themselves over to fornication. Go ahead.
And going after strange flesh.
After what?
Strange flesh.
A woman, even if it's a damn cartoon, a cartoon character of a woman putting her fleshly lips, cartoon lips, on another woman is strange flesh in the eyes of God. He did not make it that way. No, not at all. A man is supposed to be with a woman, and a woman is supposed to be with a man. That's how it is. Even if it's in a damn make-believe cartoon.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Even if it's not real. God don't care about your damn, we was just playing around. It was just fantasy. We was just having fun. Judgment for your ass.
That's right.
That's right.
Keep reading.
Are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
That's why we gotta guard our spirits, and we don't become desensitized.
That's right.
To this evil in this place, and we begin to, oh man, it ain't nothing. It was just less than a second. That bet not ever come out of our mouth.
I'm telling
if
you,
we
come
stand
on.
it up for God and fight for
That's right.
righteousness, any wickedness, any evil is too much evil.
Right.
That's where we got to stand.
That just less than a second equals eternal fire.
Damn, that's cold-blooded right there. Say it again, baby. Put the camera back on it.
Hey, that less than a fire.
That less than a second. He done messed it up.
That less than a second.
Hold on, say it again.
That less than a second equals eternal fire.
Woo. Yeah. Keep that in mind right there, man. Guard your soul.
Hold the line, y'all. Hold the line.
That's right. All right, hey, that's been our time here on Four Corners News. Louisville Life Labs will be back next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, here on Four Corners News. Captain Veras, you up?
All right, Israel, it's that time again to put your money where your mouth is and support this truth. Don't forget, y'all, to join the Booster Club. When? Not tomorrow, but today.
That's right.
At IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org.
That's right.
Also, don't forget to visit Original Royalty, y'all, where you get all your fringes, get your Hebrew music, okay? Right. And also sign up for IUIC TV.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. Let's pull up that missing persons thing right there. So let's zoom in on it so we can see it.
There we go.
Let's zoom in on it. We got a missing person down here in Florida, LaKendra Aford, 17 years old, black female, black, dark brown, 5'5", 120. Last seen June 3rd in the area of Plantation, Florida. Okay, let's read that. Scroll down. Let's read that for him, officer.
LaKendra Aford was last seen in the Plantation, Florida area. She is considered endangered. If she is seen or found, please contact Special Victims Unit at 188-346-4774.
Let's see her picture one more time so people can see. Maybe you've seen her walking around, or maybe she might be in your state. Keep eyes open for LaKendra Aford, all right? She's lost right now and needs to be found by her family, all right? All right, Israel Louisville Life Last will be back on next week. Stay tuned for Precept upon Precept with Captain Shim. With that, Israel, we say shalom.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.